Imagine this. You have been waiting for your green card for years. Every single month you check the Visa Bulletin and nothing changes. Your date is frozen. Your life is frozen. And then today, May 2026, the State Department drops a bulletin that changes everything for millions of people. Some of you just got fast-tracked. Your green card just moved 6 months closer. And some of you just got blocked. The door that was wide open in April just slammed shut in May. I am not exaggerating. The May 2026 Visa Bulletin contains the single biggest shift we have seen this entire fiscal year. USCIS just changed which chart they are using for employment-based green cards. That one decision just locked out thousands of people who could file last month. And at the exact same time, family-based green cards, especially F2A, just leaped forward by 6 full months. If you do not understand what just happened, you could miss the biggest filing window of 2026, or worse, you could file under the wrong chart and get your application rejected. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you will know exactly where you stand and exactly what to do next. Let me start with the biggest win, F2A. If you are a green card holder and you filed a petition for your spouse or your minor child, this is your moment. In April, the final action date for F2A was February 1st, 2024 for most countries. In May, that date jumped forward to August 1st, 2024. That is a 6-month leap in a single bulletin. For Mexico, the final action date moved from February 1st, 2023 to August 1st, 2023. Another 6 months forward. And on the dates for filing chart, F2A remains current for every single country. India, current. China, current. Mexico, current. Philippines, current. Rest of the world, current. USCIS confirmed that for May 2026, family-sponsored categories will continue to use the dates for filing chart. That means, if your I-130 petition has been approved for your spouse or child, they can file their I-485 adjustment of status application right now with no priority date restriction. But here is what makes this even more significant. The final action date jumping 6 months means that cases that were already filed are now getting adjudicated faster. If your spouse filed their I-485 in March and their priority date is before August 1st, 2024, USCIS can now approve their green card, not just accept the application, approve it. That is what fast-tracking looks like in real time. This is not just F2A. Let me show you the other family-based categories that moved forward. F1, unmarried sons and daughters of U.S. citizens, jumped from May 1st, 2017 to September 1st, 2017, a 4-month advance. F3, married sons and daughters of U.S. citizens, moved from December 22, 2011 to February 15, 2012, nearly 2 months forward. F4, brothers and sisters of adult U.S. citizens, moved from June 8, 2008 to September 15, 2008, over 3 months forward. Every single family-based category moved forward in May. That is rare. That is significant. And it is directly connected to the 75-country visa ban. Here is why these dates are moving. The State Department said it directly in the bulletin. Visa issuance rates to nationals of certain countries have decreased because of presidential proclamations 10949 and 10998. Those proclamations suspended immigrant visa processing for 75 countries starting January 21, 2026. Because those visa numbers are not being used by people processing through embassies abroad, the State Department is pushing those numbers to people already inside the United States who are adjusting status. That is why your dates moved forward. You are benefiting from unused visa numbers. But this is also a warning. The bulletin says, and I quote, "Retrogression may be necessary later in the fiscal year if demand rebounds." If the 75-country ban gets lifted by a court or by executive action, those extra visa numbers disappear. Your dates go backward. The window you see today is not guaranteed for June. Now let me tell you about the biggest change in the May bulletin, and this one hurts. USCIS just switched from the dates for filing chart to the final action dates chart for all employment-based categories. In April, if you were in EB2 or EB3, you could use the dates for filing chart. That earlier chart let thousands of people file their I-485, even though the final action date had not reached their priority date. They could get their work permit, their travel document, and lock in their place in line. In May, That option is gone for employment-based cases. You must now use the final action dates chart. And the final action dates for EB2 and EB3 did not move at all from April to May. Let me show you exactly what this means. EB2 for India. The final action date is still July 15, 2014. In April, the dates for filing date was January 15, 2015. That gave people with priority dates between July 2014 and January 2015 a 6-month filing window. That window is now closed. If your priority date is after July 15, 2014, you cannot file your I-485 in May. EB3 for India. The final action date is still November 15, 2013. In April, the dates for filing was January 15, 2015, giving you a 14-month filing window. That 14-month window just slammed shut. If you did not file in April, you missed it. EB1 for India and China. The final action date is still April 1, 2023. In April, the dates for filing date was December 1, 2023. That 8-month window is also gone. For the rest of the world, EB2 is still current on both charts, so there is no change. EB3 for rest of the world has a final action date of June 1, 2024. In April, the dates for filing chart said current for EB3 rest of world, meaning anyone could file regardless of priority date. Now in May, you need your priority date to be before June 1, 2024 to file. That is a significant tightening. So who should be taking action right now in May 2026? Let me break it down into 3 groups. Group 1. Family-based filers, especially F2A. If you are a green card holder with an approved I-130 for your spouse or child, and they are inside the United States, file the I-485 immediately. F2A is current on the dates for filing chart, and the final action date just jumped to August 2024. This is the best F2A filing environment we have seen in years. Do not wait for June. File now. Group 2. Employment-based filers from the rest of the world. EB1 and EB2 are still current on the final action dates chart. If your I-140 is approved, you can file I-485 right now and get your green card approved. No waiting. EB3 rest of world has a final action date of June 1, 2024. If your priority date is earlier than that, file immediately. Group 3. Employment-based filers from India and China. If you did not file your I-485 in April using the dates for filing chart, you are now locked out until the final action date advances to your priority date. There is nothing you can do to change this right now. However, you should use this time to prepare. Get your medical exam done. Organize your documents. Have your I-485 package ready so the moment the chart opens again, you can file within days. Now let me give you the 5-step action plan for May 2026. Step 1. Check your priority date right now. It is on your I-140 approval notice for employment-based cases or on your I-130 receipt for family-based cases. Step 2. Compare your priority date to the correct chart. For family-based cases, use the dates for filing chart. For employment-based cases, use the final action dates chart. Do not mix these up. Using the wrong chart and filing when you are not eligible will result in a rejected application and a wasted filing fee. Step 3. If you are eligible, assemble your I-485 package. That includes the I-485 form, Form I-693 medical exam from a USCIS civil surgeon, Form I-765 for a work permit, Form I-131 for advance parole travel document, 2 passport photos, copies of your passport and I-94, birth certificate with English translation, and the I-864 affidavit of support. Step 4. If you are employment-based from India or China and you cannot file this month, do not waste this waiting period. Get your medical exam completed now. The I-693 is valid for 2 years from the date of the civil surgeon's signature. If the chart opens again in a future month, you will be ready to file instantly. Step 5. Monitor the June Bulletin. It will be released in mid to late May. Watch this channel because I will break it down the moment it drops. The retrogression warning is still active. June could move forward or backward. You need to know immediately. Let me summarize the May 2026 Visa Bulletin in 4 sentences. Family-based green cards are being fast-tracked. F2A jumped 6 months forward and remains current on the dates for filing chart. Employment-based green cards just got harder because USCIS switched to the final action dates chart, closing filing windows for India and China. And the retrogression warning means none of this is guaranteed for June. If this video helped you understand your options, subscribe to this channel because I break down every bulletin the moment it drops. Hit the bell icon so you do not miss the June update. Share this video with anyone waiting for a green card because they need to know what just changed. Drop a comment below and tell me which category you are in and whether you were able to file in April. This is USA Visa News. I will see you in the next one.